As you know, there is great power in fear. Fear leads to mistrust, and mistrust leads to isolationism. This in turn leads to people such as yourself searching for truth of some kind. You're not really sure what you're looking for, you just know that something is wrong. So you find yourself wanting to question the status quo with vague and abstract terminology and convincing your fragile ego that you're better than the masses that just don't get it. You need something, you realize, to make you feel special, but you still have no idea what it is. At an entry level, the masses are manipulated by private interests to chase after what are mainstream conspiracy theories. Bigfoot, UFOs, the Loch Ness Monster, Atlantis, the Egyptian pyramids. These are all heavily marketed to the inquiring and open-minded masses to distract them and keep them occupied from issues of greater importance. From this group lies a subgroup that is more interested in events from 9/11 to secret meetings of elite organizations such as the Trilateral Commission or Bohemian Grove. Being slightly smarter, they spend hours and weeks or even months looking for the answers from icons like Alex Jones, but often find conflicting information. They're lost in a loop of trying to find credible information, assuming they have critical thinking capacities. Within another subgroup lies a deeper, more sophisticated group of scholars who read Project Censored, to Howard Zinn, to John Taylor Gatto, to sources such as disinformation. They attempt to understand the system of controls at large, rather than just focus on particular parts. They understand that one of the greatest conspiracies lies within the design of the educational system in both the majority of schools and the media. The function is to keep the masses poor and stupid, or rich and programmed, and in both cases, powerless. The pursuit of human potential, as it is loosely defined, is suppressed for fear of it disrupting market equilibrium. Socialization exists so that you remain powerless. Even beyond this, there lies deeper and deeper levels of understanding of the human condition and the functions of socialization. But the irony is, as you dig deeper and deeper, in the end, it is the chase of this kind of truth and the belief of its importance that is the pedagogy of the oppressed. Knowledge without calculated action is futile. Typically, it is only those feeling oppressed that study the class divides, but yet do nothing constructive to improve their condition to make a difference on their path to liberation. And even if they do acquire wealth, which is only the first step, they don't even know how to take the next steps. So then you ask yourself, how do I set myself free? But you fail to recognize that the terminology of the question predetermines the terminology of the answer, for which there is no answer. You find yourself trapped in a realm of philosophy that can only lead you from nowhere to nothing. All I can tell you is that if you're asking yourself the question of how to set yourself free still at this point, you are not ready to be freed just yet, and that freedom, as it is meant by the word abraki, is only an allegory to a state of consciousness that can only be experienced rather than described. We need to have you ready. We all need to be ready. The revolution is not about you following any one leader. There is no structure, there are no rules, limits do not exist. When we meet, there will be much to discuss.